Hello! Hello and welcome. This time not with my special whoosh effect, because there was a failure inside. Next time it will be back. My name is El Patricko, and this is my minion, Wlad.
Hi.
Today it's another Tropico 6 Caribbean Skies stream. The first add-on that is developed by Realmforge in Munich.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And we had Sebastian from Realmforge here via voice chat in the stream a couple of weeks ago, and he worked a lot on the first map, the first version of that, and that was really nice. Greetings out to you, Sebastian. Hope you will join us. What will we play today?
Well, I would say we just continue with the DLC. Last time, if I remember correctly, we did the third
Yes.
mission, and now the fourth one.
That sounds really good, and you cannot really see there is a difference in the Tropico 6 logo. There is something to celebrate. What is that?
Chinese New Year, yes.
Chinese New Year. Awesome. I will leave that glasses on the table, because otherwise this game looks like it's from the 80s because of that pixel design. This is not tracked. This is some real glasses. Let's move us a little bit closer. Smaller. Let's check out who is there in the stream. Bisu Zimt, hi. Where are these beautiful guys? Here we are. Roberto Nazif, hi. Nochni, hello. You recently bought all Tropico 6 DLCs. That sounds good. Thanks a lot. So what happens there in this fourth?
Well, Sir Windham, a guy that we know from the main game, something bad happened to him in the third mission, so now we have to deal with his son, because the bad thing that happened to Lord Windham, basically we did the bad thing, so the son wants revenge. But of course we don't just do nothing when he is being mean to us, so we have a plan, and Penultimo will help us with that. So we have to basically do a raid, and also look out for Windham's son, so that he won't get too suspicious.
Okay. So everything you would do as a leader.
Yes.
What were you thinking?
If you would take that serious.
May it work for you.
Also we have some new allies with us, so they will help us. And these are free doctors, so...
Free?
Yeah.
Sounds affordable.
Also we can check a bit of out of the Chinese New Year's content, because in-game we also have a couple of new things.
Oh, okay.
Or different things.
No, I will not do this again.
Chinese New Year. How do you celebrate Chinese New Year?
With dragons?
Dragons. Did you ever celebrate
with a dragon?
Did you ever?
Maybe.
Nice. I never celebrated Chinese New Year. What? Will there be a custom soundtrack option? I love the soundtrack from Statopia. The soundtrack from Tropico is not available, is that right? Will that come?
I'm not quite sure.
But yes,
we
Outpost, he's in the chat via Steam. I cannot tell you yet, but you're definitely right, that soundtrack is amazing. But this is a point I discovered very early here. Almost every Calypso game has a really high quality soundtrack that fits from it's moody. Doesn't matter if it's a dark theme or something like in Statopia or here. Yes, you're right. We should definitely consider.
I think Immortal Realms and Port Royal have also very good soundtracks.
Yeah, that's right. Port Royal is also it sounds really like Pirates, like Caribbean, and
also the shanty in the beginning in the intro video is also pretty good.
Who else is here? Snufford, good evening. Nice that you are tuning in every Wednesday. That feels really good. Notchni's same with you. When will Calypso's game promotions be? Do you know anything about it? Game promotion, some sales or so. No, I don't actually know. I'm not in that department, and if they give me a handout, something like that, I should say in the stream, then I will tell you all that stuff. But I think tomorrow will be a special announcement. Is that tomorrow?
Maybe.
Something? So I would follow all our channels, because tomorrow, maybe, I've heard a few things. Definitely check out our YouTube channel Calypso Live, because on tomorrow there will be the second VOD for my Immortal Realms Let's Play, and on Friday there is an exclusive Calypso Live exclusive show VOD. Maybe, yeah. Okay, what we're doing here?
Just getting started for now. Building a bit of industry here, and also we got the first mission from Fyodor Windham II. So
okay.
This is the sun.
This is it. It looks almost. It looks like made out of his father's strong face, strong nature. Theodore Windham. This is also a strong name, I think.
But also a bit more modern, because he has a shirt and the pullover.
Yeah.
And compared with his father, who has like, I think, a uniform.
Yeah.
So yeah, but a nice touch.
I'm interested in railway. I really like trains. I saw a VOD in Germany. It was yesterday, or it was pretty actual, and it was related to games. They were talking about games, and there was one of the hosts who talked, yes, I love trains, and I want to play some games like that, and he didn't mention Railway Empire. So I wrote in the comments, what about Railway Empire, man?
Did he respond?
No, I think there were so many comments, and I was too late. It was live on Monday, but I could not watch it on Monday.
Maybe he was embarrassed that he didn't mention it. So
no, but yeah, I wrote it down there. Why not Railway Empire? If you're interested in trains, and I think building up a whole train world in your cellar, in your room, doesn't matter where. I think that always looks really good, but would I do that by my own? It's a lot of space
Yeah.
you lose, and I know it's different from a video game, definitely. You cannot really compare that, but maybe as some sort of, yeah.
I mean, I also always thought that Railway Empire has kind of the look of, you know, when you have a room and you build on the table your whole train thingy, that it is quite similar. So I think it's like a good replacement for that, if you don't have the room for it or don't want to spend so much.
Yeah, the question is, if you have a tiny apartment or a tiny room or something like that, the question is, will you play with trains or not? That's it, or isn't it? White Snow Owl. Oh, nice name. Any Port Royal 4 streams planned? Not yet. Next week we will have a special stream, I must say. It's together with our friends from Casino Games. We will stream Warhammer Mechanicus, Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. That's next week. But I have to prepare myself. Never played that game. I have it at home. I have to prepare myself because we have guests via voice chat, but they're here. And we will have a lot of Space-Based Startopia streams in the next weeks because we're getting closer to release that game. And last week we had some new content. We played the mission after, I think it's the fifth one in the campaign. In the beta you can play 4 missions, I guess. Yes, and the next one. We played the next one.
Oh.
And we made it in time. Michael was here, and really, he was in time, defeated that big slimy monster that was the boss fight, and just in time. That was awesome. It's just like you two, Wlad, young with a pullover, and Patrick has his uniform. Yes, this is the next generation. Vikings, Wolves of Midgard, very good. A RPG game from Calypso. I like this game too. Yes, Vikings is pretty cool. I started it as a VOD series for Calypso Live, and this is the way I try to. I don't know if I can finish it, but this is sometimes at home. Yes, you're switching on your console and your wife. Are you playing again those games? No, I'm not playing. I'm working. I have to play this game for work. So this is a really good thing. So I can play Vikings. I can play Space-Based Startopia whenever I want. During home office time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have to decide, do I build a miniature railway world or do I have a place for my bed? Yeah, that's the point. But do you know someone who has a miniature railway world?
I don't think so. Do you?
No.
Maybe it's like a myth, or it's only in sitcoms or something like that. It actually exists.
No, I don't think so. I was in Essen last year, a couple of times, and there is also is a huge mall, and there was a shop dedicated to trains, and I don't think that the prices for a shop space in such a mall is not that cheap.
Yeah.
Well, why does Vikings have different languages for PC and console? Is that so? Are there different languages?
It can be that not all the languages that are on PC are also available on consoles, but that's the reason is for consoles there are different regions that you have to consider. For example, an American build or an European build, there can be different languages. Because, for example, you just don't need all the languages usually in all regions.
Yeah.
And also depending when, someone else is distributing it in, Asia or something like that, then they say, yeah, we just want, I don't know, Korean or something like that. So that can be different too. And on PC, it's just,
It's all for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, it's one build.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that's good. And this is what I promised you. I try to get more guests in the future, although it is not very easy during this time. So I'm very glad that you found your time and the mood to join me here. I know these people exist, and on our nights out we used to eat. Okay. Make fun of the kids on the miniature train boxes. Okay. I don't know. I will not judge that that hobby, you know, because maybe one day you wake up and then, oh, come on, let's buy one train. And just some railway to make a circle, and then you switch the lever, and then the small train drives in, and you feel so happy, and then you're buying. Never know.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I will have a garden. At the moment, I cannot imagine having a garden. They always look absurdly happy.
Well, maybe they are.
Mommy, all I wish for Christmas is a new train for my train world.
No, definitely. I think maybe did I change my interests from when I was a child? In my case, I don't think so. Still, let me see. I'm still watching cartoons. Love that. Weekend cartoons. Bam. Video games, movies, basketball. Nothing has changed. The evolution stopped.
Well, maybe I don't know. I mean, when you find things that you really like, that's great. Especially when you find them early on, with more time to enjoy them.
Don't know what I like. Are olives. That's what I didn't like as a child. This
Okay.
changed. That's the only thing I can. Let's figure that out. I heard there will be a German stream. Yes. I think last Wednesday every month gonna be a German stream. That's what we planned. Yeah. Oh yes, Notchny answered that. Notchny Port Royale 4 looks great, but I don't know English well enough to play it. Too bad. Yes, he's from Poland, but he lives in the Netherlands. But he is from Poland, and we had a conversation about that there were games from us that had the Polish language inside, but the newer games do not have. You know, and that was something. Yeah, he didn't he doesn't like, and yeah, I can understand that. But it's a point if it's not demanded. It's so. And we talked about some Polish developers. The Blooper team is a Polish developer.
The what?
Didn't a Blooper team? They made that Blair Witch Layers of Fear.
They're called Blooper?
Blooper team.
Okay.
Yeah, Blooper
Didn't
team.
know that. I know the games, but I didn't know how the developers called.
Okay.
So.
Blooper team. Yeah, Layers of Fear, the Blair Witch game, and Meet the Medium, that new exclusive Xbox game. Actually, there is a huge community for that stuff. I talked with some of them at an expo some years ago. They organize huge meetings and they build a giant world together, develop schedules and operate the signals and trains according to the official rule books of the real world. Yes, definitely there is a huge community, but I never had access to that. I'm really interested in visiting such an expo. I think that is pretty cool, because I like if people are fascinated by something. Yeah, and then it's really nice to talk to those people and see what they can create. I really would go to an expo like that. I really love expos. Miss them.
Which kind of expos did you visit?
Doesn't okay. Which I visit, for example, the Photokina, which is one of the largest film and photography expo in Cologne. And yeah, what I really I was at a wedding convention.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And that was boring. But I shot some stuff, movie production stuff, at Vacation Holiday Expo in Munich. That was awesome. They built up huge tanks where they ride with jet skis.
Really?
Yes, and stuff like that. And there was for, I don't know if was it for Egypt or I don't know. Don't remember the country, and they built up something like a huge pyramid or temple or something like that, and
I have to go to this expo too.
This is so good, and there's a lot of stuff to eat from different nations, and yeah, it was fantastic. It was in Munich, great. Enjoying English too. Yes, I think we are a global company. We want to bring our games to every part of the world, and that is the reason why we are focusing on English content. But there is definitely a demand. I had some people writing there, oh, it's English and why not German, and yeah, even a couple of friends of mine that are not so good in English and never had that at school or yeah, or missed the lessons maybe at school. Did you like Medium or just started it one time? I wanted to stream it by my own channel, but at the moment it's not a very good time for me. I'm very busy the whole time, private situation, then I have to work. At the moment I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to. I downloaded it. Think about this game. I think it's the best game at this moment from Blooper Team. I have the feeling, yes, that this is the best game from them. So if you compare the Blooper Team with Blumhouse Productions, I talked to Abe, yeah, our colleague from the Isle. I talked to Abe, and he finished it.
Oh, okay.
As I'm connected via Xbox with him, and I saw oh, okay, he has 88%. And I said, so if you compare the Blooper Team with Blumhouse production, then the medium is their Get Out. That's what what my feeling was. Gustavo Batagin, good morning, El Presidente. Good morning, my friend. What time is it in your state, in your area? When you say good morning here, it's Germany is cold and dark. Buenos dias.
Alpha, Bravo, Cheesecake. The Eagle has landed.
James Ogle, I have about update on Port Royal 4. There was no major update. I cannot.
What?
Don't know the question. James Ogle, what do you mean exactly? An update on
I
Port
have a
Royal
question
4?
about the update.
Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah.
What is on it? My Xbox didn't. Oh, probably he wants to know what changed with the update. Some fixes, I guess, but I don't know now what exactly.
No. Maybe on Steam there are the patch notes.
Maybe I'm not completely sure, but maybe New Year was introduced with that update. But really,
There are also
not
the
100%
Chinese,
sure.
Chinese New Year content. Oh, okay. I'm going have to save up for PC that I can play your games. No, you don't need to save for PC. You can also play our games on console, and I think the controls are really good. I had no complaints.
yeah, one answered it.
The game is updating. Yeah.
Yeah, then that was it.
Yes.
More characters, yes.
Yes, but there were still missing 2 characters. It's a long time ago I played Port Royal. Yes, see.
Alright.
I shall rewrite history.
Would fan translations be an option for some games? This is something like for the modding culture
Go where I please.
or so.
Alright, Windham is now. So you basically have a bit of time to make things here, get set up and everything. Have your industry going, and then after a while Windham's suspicion will rise continuously, and now he gives us the first warning.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, when we get to 50 there will be the second warning, and with 75 it will be like the last warning. But as long as we are completing tasks for him, we can decrease his suspicion again. So, and he also gave us, well, we have this first task where we have to deliver a lot of goods for him, or export a lot of goods for him. And also now he has something especially humiliating. El Press has to visit Czechs. So that's what we are doing now.
The palace is nicer than this place.
And he's on his way. Or she.
Places should come to me.
Also we have a couple of quests from Penultimo, because he's still on a raid and he needs now a couple of weapons and oil, so we will produce that for him. Also what we should keep in mind is when we complete penultimos quests, the suspicion will also rise. So, yeah.
I generally think you should try to make more use of modders. That's a point. I want to play Port Royal 2. Love it. Had both versions on my ex-wife's PCs. That is definitely not the right place. I think.
What is also nice, and what I usually do, is I built on this island here a bit of tourism. So when it really gets going, I earn a lot of cash over there and don't have to worry about it. But at the moment it just got started, and I actually forgot to put electricity here, so
Okay.
that was not that good. But now with the electric substation, it will work.
So it expands the electricity from...
Exactly, yeah.
yeah.
There's like, you can open an overlay and see where the networks are.
My Tropican, my people, my children.
Down here.
Your prosperity is my honor. Your solidarity is my faith. And
There are a lot of overlays, so I need a moment.
Your Presidente hears the cries
I
of
thought it was in
You
here.
say there are not enough doctors to label all the illnesses, but soon everyone will know the names of all their diseases. Let us speak of growth, for like a tenacious weed, Tropico must grow.
Ah, it's the first one. Okay, of course. Well, I looked for everything else because I thought probably it won't be.
Too many trees in the forest.
Yes.
It is you, my friends, who I thank
Well,
for making
okay.
what I am today.
But we saw everything is green, so that's nice. Let's zoom a bit into the buildings so we can see what changed for Chinese New Year. As you can see, there are a couple of coins and lamps. Also, when we place a couple of gardens here, let me check it out. I think it's
Ah, yes.
No. There are gardens where you can see
Dragons.
Actually, there are dragons, golden ones, but maybe it was another building? Ah, I did squares, not parks. Maybe that was... Ah, there's
Yeah,
one.
there's
yeah.
one.
Of course. Yeah.
Have you ever been in the Chinese garden in Mannheim in the Luisenpark?
I don't think so.
Should consider.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's really nice. So it's not a huge part, but the Luisenpark is... That one is really large, and you have to pay for the entrance, but it's not that expensive. But it's just to have a great time. You can walk around, and it's not so fully loaded of stuff, you know. And there is a fortress made of stone as a place to play for the kids.
Ah, okay.
And
I thought a real fortress would be.
no, but it's impressively big. It's a big area.
When you see it, would you think that it's for
No,
kids, or does
yes,
it look okay?
yes, but it's not. Yes, you would see that because there are some ceilings everywhere to secure, and but it looks really good. I can remember when I was younger and visiting the park with my cousins, and it was the time of our life, playing nights and stuff like that, and it was really. It's not a wooden fortress. It's really made out of stone. Everything. That's really cool, and there are possibilities to have a picnic, and sometimes they have events, and they also have a Chinese part with Chinese flowers and plants, and a tea house, and it doesn't look too, you know, that tourist-like stuff. Everything is gold and looks so artificial, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this one looks really authentic in my eyes. So I've never been in China, but it looks not so. It looks really settled, and that gives that whole scenario a different flair. That did you feel okay? I'm not really in Germany now. You know?
Sounds really nice.
Yeah, it's really good.
Follow in my footsteps.
And Mannheim is not so far away.
Yeah. I mean, with train, it's like what, 20 minutes or?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. And then you can join the tram, and there is a stop in front of that. A friend of mine, one of my best friends,
Places should come to mind.
celebrated his wedding there.
You look so much more at home down
So we completed one of the first quests from Windham. So we get very little money comparatively, but suspicion will decrease. So that's good.
back already.
But now, of course, he wants more all the time, just like his father. So
Build country house, build bunkhouse, mansion,
build
house,
everything
apartment.
basically, but a couple of times. I'm wondering that here are no shacks because there are hotels and people have to work there. But I guess they work on the live on the other island then. Let's build a third one also here.
So every morning they're on the harbor waiting for their ship that carries them to work. 30 degrees, sun.
Well, that sounds like a great job actually.
A couple of months ago, my wife and I we talked about having vacation this year, but So we went to the east coast of Germany a couple of times, and there is a special place we really love, and we want to go back there. Okay, you have to travel, you have to visit a few things, they're all closed, and yeah, I don't know how it is at the beach. What is how the restrictions are.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's not allowed anyway to be at the beach. I can no inland travel. Yeah, at the moment. Can we travel in Germany? Don't know.
I think so, unless there are too many infections in an area, then you can't. But also, I mean, they recommend not to do
Yeah,
it,
for
so-
sure. Well, we spoke at a time between that two lockdowns, and we thought, okay, maybe things getting normal, and we can plan with, because it's a long time ago. We been on a vacation because the children were. The last time I was on vacation, it was hell on earth. Traveling with 3 kids.
Oh.
I was done. I was in a much worse condition than I was before that vacation. Only for business purposes, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, and definitely it's a hard time, but yeah. It's so strange that it always comes to that conversation about the actual situation. I'm always telling myself, no, do not talk about that. Do not talk. But every part of your life is affected by that. So I met my neighbor. I'm walking, passing by his garden, and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" I'm okay, and then we start just talking about the situation. Oh no, isn't there any other?
Well, I mean, then it's good that you know a lot about movies and games and stuff, so you have other topics to talk about. I hope.
Yeah, but I haven't watched that many movies. Oh, I watched The Lower Decks. Star Trek: The Lower Decks. That was funny.
Have you watched the other Star Trek series before?
No.
Okay. So it's also, you can watch it when you don't have all the background.
Yes,
knowledge.
but there are. I think there are a lot of hints I missed. What? A lot of hints I missed, I guess. I have to check out a few things. But yes, you can watch it, definitely. It's like, if you like Futurama, it is on that level. It's hard to tell because Futurama has the better characters. But there is one character. It's called Badgie, and he appeared in 2 episodes, and he could be straight out of Rick and Morty. That was great. I get commercials for the Lower Decks all the time. Yes, you can try it out. It was good. It was not the best thing I saw, but something new to watch. It's okay. I've never been a Star Trek fan. I watched a couple of episodes from throughout the different series, but it never hooked me. I liked the J.J. Abrams movies. Oh, something is.
Oh, and also, the trees in the Chinese New Year, I think I didn't mention that you see, they have different colors now. So that's also different in this event.
So this is something nice, that when you're connected to the internet, then the developers can patch some nice things like that, and, and when it's over, then you're back and to your normal game, and you can look you can look forward to the next event. That's really nice. Yeah.
And also, even if you don't like stuff like that, if you always want to play the vanilla basic game, you can switch it off in the options.
Okay.
So.
The lower decks looks more based on the next generation. Yes, and it plays in that time. And there is one character, Riker, who was played by Jonathan Frakes.
Oh right, yeah, I think so.
It was Jonathan Frakes, yeah, Riker. He is in one episode, so it's the same time.
Right. Statistically...
Mayor, do you go boating regularly? You live on an island, so I'm sure you do...
Loyal Penultimo is speechless. Only the political majesty of his beloved Presidente stills Penultimo's tongue this way.
So, two of the things that Windham usually likes are weapons and boats, so we produce both of them. Only issue is they... It needs a while to produce them, so I mean, because at first you get for the boats, for example, you get the wood, then they will be delivered to the lumber mill and then to the shipyard, so it takes a while. And for weapons it's even more, because nickel, that's easy to get, but you also need steel, and steel will be produced here. The steel mill, and for that you need coal and iron, so yeah. But now that we started, it will keep going, and yeah.
Boats are my favorite goods, actually.
I like them too.
I had to think about that your first date, and you got asked, oh, what are you interested in? Weapons and boats.
Sounds great.
Is that date over then?
Only when you then say, hey, will you visit me on my boat? I show you my weapons.
We can fire at whales.
So also, now we have the second warning from him. But as I said, now that we have all the production set up, we can decrease it a bit. Also, we have all the buildings that are being built at the moment, and also we deliver still a lot of stuff for him. Only wondering that the leather is so...
Yes, take that, you blub.
There's so little leather being exported.
Well, you can always add another sawmill or lumberjack or shipyard until your production is actually completely balanced. That's rare in Tropico.
I think at the moment it would be good to have a bit more leather. So what's also nice is that you have different ways to get certain goods. For example, here for the leather you can have crocodile farms, or you can also look which animals are producing hides.
Cattle.
Here, cattle, for example, exactly.
Good pig leather.
And there are no good places on this island for cattle. So let's have... Oh, this looks much better. So here, where the efficiency is high, we place a couple of them. Only thing is, they have to be put into the well, what it's called, into the tannery. There they will be worked into leather. So yeah, let's just do that. Also, I quick builded the first couple.
Well, I must
Ah,
say
here.
you did an
See,
adequate job.
we did that, and it decreases. I quick builded the first ranches, so until they produce enough to deliver it to the tannery, it will probably be built. So yeah.
Are you suspicious about your neighbor? You should be. Traitors to Tropico lurk in every corner. Be vigilant. Report anti-Tropican behavior immediately.
And you should definitely check out our German stream, always last Wednesday in the month. So this February, yeah, will be the first German stream. I don't know. I think it's space. I'm not sure yet. Have to check out that. Maybe you will be a part of a German stream soon. No?
I don't know if it's the uniform, but it sounded like a threat a bit.
Maybe it's a uniform.
So what I just saw is that the support is a bit low, so we have to do something against that. A good way to increase your support is by having the commando garrison and then use the raid intimidate neighbors, because then the Caribbean happiness will decrease, and when the neighbors are less happy, it basically makes your Tropicans more happy because they are not jealous of their neighbors.
Boating regularly.
Always last Wednesday. Yes, we will start that this month. Let's see if the people like that. There will be different viewers, a couple of different viewers, I think. But if you have some questions, so when we play a game and you like that, you're checking out that stream and say, oh, it's in German, do not understand a word, you can write your question in English and we can translate it. That's not a problem. It is.
Yes, take that, you bluff.
So I don't know what they meant.
Mayor, I have a task for you. So you're going to be a good little... Well, I must say you did an adequate...
I have the best job.
Mayor, do you go boating regularly?
I knew I could count on you to be there for me.
So how involved was Wlad in the programming of Tropico?
In the programming. Programming not much, in testing a lot, yeah.
Yeah, he's one of our game testers. But you're always in contact for sure with the developers.
Yeah.
Do you have some programming
The
skills
citizens are demanding
or
elections, Presidente.
not? Or
It seems that they want a choice how they are ruled.
because I mean, not programming a game also.
Well, I mean, like the basics, but I mean, when I worked with some engines, but I don't really program it. I mean, when I need something, I look at like a YouTube tutorial and then try to figure it out.
Yes, take
So, I mean, things like a menu or
See how much my favorite part.
opening doors and windows and stuff like that. I did that already. But I mean, like, yeah, nothing too crazy.
Mayor, I have a task.
Oh, tenement.
A listener wrote in asking.
Yeah, that
"How do I
looks
know
like
if my neighbor is a
an
spy?"
healthy island at the
Thomas
moment.
responds, "Take
Did that
Yeah.
well.
spy on everyone.
Well, now everything is basically set. The only thing that I forgot was oil.
Okay.
To produce oil for the raid. But yeah, that's also going now, so only takes a while to produce it, so
You have to dig really deep, like dwarfs.
there was something I wanted to build, but now I forgot it.
In some way, playing these games like Tropico, it's also like building up a miniature train world.
Yeah.
It's a miniature.
Well, this
Island.
is a miniature world.
That is a miniature world.
But it's a miniature world with a lot of details. I mean, you don't have
You didn't.
people walking around in your miniature town, usually.
Yeah.
May I just squeeze past, please?
Here you can even follow them and see what they are doing, so... Yeah. Well, oops. Oh, okay, she went into the restaurant.
It's a rebellion, Presidente.
Oh, oh.
If these rebels want your attention so badly,
How
they should
did
make an
that
effort,
happen?
like everybody else.
So, where are they? Oh, it's just one troop. Oh, no, it's two. Just to be sure, build a bit of military here. Couple of watchtowers. Okay.
I think that's really useful because people feel safe when they see
Watchtowers?
watchtowers. Or when I visited Casablanca, for example, and I saw the police there, and usually you should feel safe when you see police. It was the opposite way. They didn't look like our police guy,
Yeah.
our policeman. It was so strange. And you don't feel safe when you see them. I was talking to a friend who visited Egypt, and they were only in their hotel area all the time, so I don't need to travel to Egypt. But yeah, and then when he looked outside, and there were guys with guns.
I'm sure the good citizens of Tropico intend to vote.
There's a little bit of action going on.
Yes. Also, you can see that there are different icons. I think the helmet is the militia. No, the other way around. I think. These one the militia then. No, both. Well, anyways, some are like real soldiers, and the others are like from the population, people that will form a militia as soon as there's an attack. Okay, so what I wanted to do before was show a bit from the commando garrison. Like I said, intimidate neighbors will increase the support, but after this attack I would do a couple of guerrilla patrols, so the number of them will also decrease. And after those raids are done, I will have a look and see what else I can do there. Well, and the oil is also almost delivered. At least more than half. So things will happen soon.
Don't you get militias from police regime?
It depends. Militia can be from the population. There is, when you have in the ministry for inner politics or something, not sure how it's called at the moment, but we can build it and have a look. When one of the ministers is a military one, a certain minister, then the police will also attack during, will also fight during an attack. Interior. It should be interior then. We can have a look, I think. Ah, it's not, he's not there. I think it was the one for interior. Yeah. Ah, here, defense, of course, that makes sense. If the defense minister is a militarist, then police stations will provide infantry.
Ah, okay. Oh, this game is...
This also works, if I remember correctly, when you have when you are selecting pacifist state in your well, I'm forgetting everything. Getting old. In your constitution, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. In your also opened now. You have here different things. Professional
soldiers.
Thank you.
Alright.
Those guys are then only the guys who work at the barracks and military bases. Militia here, we can see it requires no education. Each barrack will provide one militia squad. Yeah, well, I think basically what's meant there is that people will get there soon. Some people will get there, and as soon as they are there, they will form a squad. And then here, pacifist state, all military buildings will be disabled. And like I said,
yes, it's so huge. all the time. So you have a lot of content, and that is cool. You're spending your money, but you're getting
Yeah.
something. There is a lot to discover, and I'm always really impressed. No, that's true. I don't know where I can get the time to start this game on my own. It's always so. I love it watching you playing that game. That's really cool. But as soon as I shall play that game. So when Sebastian from Realmforge was there, he had to tell me everything. And so okay, it's no problem. And we met a couple of hours before, and then he drilled me over an hour. So okay, you have to do that and this, and now you have to build that and this. What? So later on, you still have to teach me. You know that. Yeah, that's actually what's so much fun about Tropico. There are so many ways to play and succeed. I have it at home for the Xbox One and for the Nintendo Switch at the moment. Haven't played a lot in the last 2 weeks.
Well, as soon as the expos are back up, you can like travel by train, take the Switch with you and play it then.
Yeah. My daughter wants a Switch Lite. Mentioned.
Did I forget? Oh, I forgot one mention to build. It seems. Where do I place it? Oh, let's just put it there.
Good place.
Much. Help me understand something, man. If you're the leader of the
Oh, that's an especially mean quest from Windham. He wants us to arrest all the faction leaders. And they won't be happy about it, but we can live with it. But it's still not nice. Also, now it's getting a bit complicated again. I think the constitution for separation has official separation. So you see also here there are different options. When I have official separation, I basically need a courthouse for most of the actions that I can do regarding this. Those actions are like put someone in prison or into the asylum and all that. So let's build a courthouse also. Yeah. Ah, I still had one.
Do you know that what is called GPDA also? That mini notebook, mini gaming notebooks. Have you heard of them?
GDP what?
GPDA or so. Oh no, we'll check that out. There is the third version out. It's
You live on an island, so I'm sure you do a lot of water sports, right? You can tell from your physique.
or not GPDA. It's
Screams athlete.
gaming handheld. I'll show you. Yeah, GPTA 3. That's the newest one. That's...
Looks like these Nokia handies that were there for a while.
But the things are really powerful. You can play some actual games. GPD Win. That's the real name. GPD Win 3. That's their newest version. And you definitely have to check that out at home. Some videos about that. There's also the GPD 2.
May I have a
GPD Win images. So yes, this is the it was the second version. So you have your analog controls here. No.
Well, I must say you
Then it's only for gaming, or
for that I'm
No, it's a small notebook, but it's really dedicated to gaming. Yeah.
yeah, I was wondering because there was like the price was 650 in
Yeah.
one of the things. Okay.
GDA, no, not GDA, not the game. It is that it is a handheld notebook with integrated controls, and the newest version looks a bit like a Nintendo Switch, where you can swipe up the monitor, and then you have your keyboard there. But yes, GTA 3 is a really influential game. Yeah, I played it a lot on the PS2. I see Patrick already practiced this talk for his wife. Yes, I need that. It's only $700. Come on. Don't need a new dress or another kitchen machine. We need that GPD 3. Yeah, that's right. I was trying to influence my wife weeks and maybe months before Christmas that I would like to have a PlayStation, a PSP Go. I said, well, this PSP Go, it might be cool because there's a chance to... oh, there's someone talking. There's a chance to use your old PS1 games and transform them into the format for the PSP Go. I said, well, this would be awesome. But did I get a PSP Go? No.
No.
I did. I got the same backpack as I already had. Only a newer version.
Well, at least it wasn't socks or a tie.
The next time I'm wearing a tie, the other end is somewhere and under the.
That went dark quickly.
No.
Presidente announces a new
Alright, also now
report some
the quests for Penultimo are getting faster to complete.
Now he's mad at me and threatening me.
May I have a task for you? So you're going to be a good little lapdog and do as I say. Yes, take that, you blubbering.
Presidente, the workers have a request.
Presidente, I have hit a wall. Not literally, but rather metaphorically. This science career is hard.
Patrick, I think you should try to negotiate a monthly gaming budget. Yes, it's my Game Pass. I had to stop buying games. I was at a point. There was a time where I didn't play a lot games. I think it came back when I got the Nintendo Switch. And I think 2 years ago or 3 years, I can't remember. And then I started to find my love for video games. Found it back. Yeah, and the time before I didn't play that much because of the kids, and with the Switch there was no problem to could play everywhere and not occupying the TV also. So.
But did you still have all your old consoles then, or did you sell them when you didn't play that much?
I only had, at this time, no, I sold them. I sold a lot of consoles. Once had a Game Boy Color for a time, but I sold that, and I had a PlayStation 4 at that time, but I could not play with it. Yeah, it was there in the living room, but the kids were there, so I could not play any R-rated games, and most of them were R-rated. And in the evening, when my wife was wanted to watch her series and stuff, she didn't want to watch me playing games.
Yeah,
she's not so related to video games, and I had no chance playing with my PS4. The only thing I played with it was NBA 2K when I came home from work and no one was there for maybe 30 minutes to 1 hour, and then
so you turned it on and then off.
Yes, turning it on, play 1 or maybe 2 games, and then turn it off. And that was the only chance to play games. But then when I got the Switch, I sold the PS4. That was the plan. I told my wife I would sell the PS4. Oh, why? I said, yeah, because I'm not playing with it. It's an expensive tool. So I sold it to my brother-in-law, and
Yes, take that, you
then I started playing Switch all the time. All the time. There's so many games for that, and that sales that I was getting nervous. And yesterday I checked out the Microsoft Xbox Store sales. Oh no, it's only I always wanted to play that game and that one. I said no. No. You have too many games at the moment and you won't play them.
I don't know. I think it's tough with the Microsoft Store, because the games that I really want to play, they are on PS4 most of the time, and when I look for something on the Xbox, I bought last year an Xbox One X, so a powerful console. And when I look in the store, the only games I want to play are like so old. it doesn't really benefit from it. So, yeah.
But most of them they're looking better with the X.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
What's also good is you have like some games for free there. Actual like not just some free to play games that you find everywhere, but like Crackdown 1 and 2 you get for free. And when you check it out, it also looks good. So I mean, of course not like a game that came out last year or something like that, but it looks better than something that I would play on like the PS3 or something. So that's...
I think controls are the most important thing. I really enjoy having a AAA game that looks awesome, but I'm playing a lot of pixel art games, and today they have really nice controllings, and I'm fine.
You also played recently, I think, this Hong Kong Massacre?
Yeah.
Yeah. That looks interesting.
Yeah, Hong Kong Massacre, that was awesome. I played that during the Christmas Eve time. Yeah, I played that and Immortal Realms a lot during the...
Fantastic, fits perfect to Christmas.
Yeah. Vampires and Hong Kong action. I have come to terms with myself. I have accepted that I buy some games just because I feel like I should own them. Yeah, that's it. And it's so easy, just click on it. And then the prices. And I remember back when I was a kid, a game costs you 160 mark.
Yeah.
For a kid, that is impossible.
Yeah.
Almost.
No, it is impossible. A kid with parents can get that. But just a kid.
Not with, but they will not buy you a game each month or every second week or so. And today, if you ask your mom, "Hey mom, there is a sale, €8 for a good game," then okay, here's my credit card. Okay.
Well, kind of.
Kind of. You know what I mean? And especially in these days, just remember, at the moment, there is nothing you can do, especially when you are 14 to 16, 17 years old. Yeah, I met my friends, we had a lot of party time, and that was the age, 14, 15, when it starts getting more and more partying and so on. But at the moment, you cannot do anything like that. And then you sit at home, oh, what can I do? I need something new, and now you have the chance to get games for a price, for a pocket money price, and then I lost my no, everything is fine. I lost my microphone. I think, and now for something between 8 and 15 euros in the sale, you can get a nice game, and then your weekend is saved.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that sounds funny. 8-year-old mom, Doom Eternal is on sale for 10 euros. You know where my credit card is. When I was younger, it was just like that. Okay, not with a credit card thing, but I had no problems getting Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, okay.
I asked my mom, you have to scan your passport because they want to see it. I had to send a fax to them with a passport. They wanted to see there is someone. Yeah, and then I got it. My mom didn't ask. I said, I want that game. They want a copy of your passport. Send it to them. Okay.
Did
So-
she
No.
watch when you played it? Sorry. Was just asking.
No, it was just like Snofford writes, you know where my credit card is, and now shut up. So it was video games and TV, those were my babysitters.
Sounds kind of nice, actually.
In a way, yes, I cannot complain. I will not say I had a bad childhood. No, definitely not.
All I had was Mortal Kombat.
Johnny Cage was my uncle. Liu Kang was my father. Shang Tsung was my grandfather. No, but when I realized that I have my relationship to my kids is so different and much deeper. I never had conversations with my parents like I had with my kids. You know, and then I realized, okay, you have to find a middle way. Yes, they can play video games and stuff, yeah, or they can watch movies and other things, but watch it with them, you know. And Sindel was your grandma. Yes, Sindel, forgot her. But she was first introduced in Mortal Kombat 3, I think. And I never had Mortal Kombat 3. Only had
My friends,
Mortal Kombat 2
are the dedicated ones.
on the Sega Mega Drive and Game Gear.
True Tropicans, your tribulations shall be rewarded. with
Well, that was the
a
point.
little more
I got-
effort. And
so
work
they,
with my people.
Um,
Feel your pain when you
maybe they hoped,
your roofs leak.
with these games he will stay in his room and we can do our own thing or so.
Seek of growth. For like a tenacious weed, property must grow. And even weeds have friends. Friends of the earth herself. Their love of the green is a love we can all share. So vote El Presidente for the future that you deserve. All of you. Viva Tropico!
Yeah, it was similar to that for me too, but to be honest, I learned you should not do it like that as a child. I had some bad times when first seeing people die in Call of Duty and Rainbow Six. I was a bit too young for that, for sure. Anish Korkut, hello everyone. Hi Anish. I never had... Okay, when the first game that was like Call of Duty or Rainbow Six or so was Medal of Honor. I played what, in the age of 13 or 14, so I had no problem with that. So I would not play Call of Duty, Modern Warfare or so when my childrens are around me or so.
Coffee is pineapple juice, and Tropico is the future. Stay tuned to Canal Uno.
But I showed them Space Base Startopia, and my little daughter, she really liked it. So I moved really close to the rooms, and you always just like eye contact to that alien when you're in deep down, and then you can move into that rooms. And she's he's having a shower there. And, she found that really really funny. You were 6 when you watched those games. How old was I when I played Mortal Kombat? I think I was 12 or so. I think with 6 years, a fatality move. The Neighbors, yeah, for sure. I had a conversation with my older daughter. She's 9, and she wanted to know a lot about horror movies
Okay.
and stuff. And I told her that yes, those movies are nothing for her, for sure. And I said, when you are at a certain age, maybe I think not 12, maybe 13 or so, when you start watching your first horror movies secretly, I think that's a good age because they will burn in your head. But I think not in a bad way.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you will have like a night where you can't sleep that well.
Okay, but
yeah,
that won't
I mean, that's not-
destroy you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, after a while you will
Yes, you,
figure it out and stuff like that.
yeah, that's right. And I told her maybe there is
That was a close one.
the time when you are 12, 13 or 14 and you are together with your friends and no parents at home, and you will watch a horror movie. So I cannot say anything, but if you can wait, we can watch these movies when the time is right.
Yeah. I think the first horror movie that I watched was like the Stephen King miniseries of It.
Me too. Yeah.
But I was way too young for that. I mean, looking back when I watch it now, it's not that terrible. But watching it when you're too young, it
But
was...
it has a strange atmosphere, and that clown was really scary. And
The scary thing is that the clown looks like a guy in a clown costume, not like in the remake where it is a monster, obviously. And that's kind of scary because he turns into a monster.
Yeah.
He looks like a normal person.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think then when I was like really scared all the time about horror movies until I was 12 then. And then I started to watch more of them. And now I like really like horror movies, so...
I think I was 12 when I saw it the first time. Yes, I can say that was the first horror movie I watched. And yeah, a friend of mine had a lot of VHS tapes with every uncut movie. And I remember there was a movie with Rutger Hauer. I don't know the English name of it. Blinde Wut is the German.
yeah.
It has a different... The original name is
Something Fury, I think.
yeah, maybe Blind Fury.
Could be.
Because he is blind.
Yeah.
I think it's Blind Fury, something like that. And this movie, they broadcasted it on TV, and he said, "Oh, this is not like my version." And he started his other TV and put in the VHS, and we made something like split screen. His version was so
better.
many. It definitely was better. There were so many more scenes in it.
Yeah, it really used to be terrible with edited movies here in Germany when they were too violent. A good example, I think, was Reanimator. There was like the rated 16 version, and basically the whole showdown was missing.
Okay, oh come on.
It was... wow. I couldn't believe it. I watched it first edited, and I couldn't believe what was going on there.
The same is with Starship Troopers. It's not a horror movie, but it's really heavy stuff.
I watched it on TV. I don't know if there was
This movie
a
doesn't
more,
make sense.
I thought it was. You could still kind of watch it. Of course, you see that there's stuff missing, a lot of stuff, but you know what's going on. In Reanimator, you don't know what's going on. It's like they say, okay, the bad guy is in the hospital. We get there into the basement, and then we finish him. Next scene, the hero runs with his dead girlfriend out of an elevator. And his other guy, who had the plan, is not there. So I don't know what happened until years later.
Okay. Yes, I understand.
Or Evil Dead, the first one. You don't understand what's going on in the old edited version. They're basically just putting like wooden crosses in the ground at some point in the movie, and you don't know what happened before. But now at least a lot of those movies are like re-released in the uncut form, so that's something.
And there's a company in Germany, forgot the name, that's a shame, and they release some of those movies, and sometimes they're doing a sync. Also, they're adding parts that never appeared in the German version, and they get the original voice actors to sync this scenes. Yeah.
I think there are actually a couple of companies that are like specializing now to bringing those old movies back.
Sometimes there are some games that have almost the same problem. Those are not that many as movies, but I can remember.
Well, for a while it was pretty bad there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can remember the guy. What's the name of that game? That was the reason I bought a PlayStation 3, and then the game was delayed for 1 year.
Prototype.
Prototype, yes. Because they made the game too big, and so they had to really cut it
There
down.
were so many people on the screen all the time.
I would love to see a remake also, or a full version.
Have you played the second one?
No.
The second one is smaller in scope in some regards. I mean, there are not as many people running around all the time. There are also, I think, less superpowers, but it's like more refined.
No, okay.
Actually like that one more. But I was kind of disappointed that nothing came later on.
Yes, I really liked Prototype.
So it was funny to you can shapeshift there, and it was funny to shapeshift into like an old woman or something, and then run up a skyscraper.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, it was really good. I finished that game. Did you finish?
All of it? I mean, there are like a bazillion side things you can do.
I have finished a lot of those. So I made it to the end. There is this end fight on this.
Okay, yeah. So yeah.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at some point I stopped doing the side things, but I finished the story, and
yes,
there's also like, I think, kind of like at least one side mission that has also story regarding his girlfriend.
Cannot remember,
because she betrays him. There's just like you have to find certain people and get their memory, and then you find her basically, and that was it. Yeah.
Cannot remember. No, I'm not that 100% player. Sometimes I'm trying to have a good time with a game and doing that side missions, but at a certain point I say, okay, come on, now full power towards the end.
Good news, Presidente. The experiment went hard. You're my savior, Presidente. The barbecue.
Okay, so we could finish a couple of penultimos quests here. So now actually we have a lot more progress in the raid than in his suspicion. So that worked out pretty good. I think now we have to wait until the raid finished. Ah, it finished, okay, then there will be a new quest soon. Or maybe we have to complete the last of the side quests.
Well, I must say you...
The palace announces today a new tax scheme allowing citizens to pay extra for preferential treatment during routine.
That worked out also pretty good that I have here the tourists and now I can build a lot of entertainment buildings here. And it's also for the quest, so it's nice.
Cocktail bar.
And a lot of money, by the way, so I can just quick build it. Oh, she wants coffee too.
Coffee. A little game mechanic fact for me: if your people are unsatisfied with the entertainment on the island, they work slower. Every time I'm here with you and we're playing that game, I would love to take my Switch and start playing it. Just starting it, but then at home I'm so tired, and next day I forgot it. So, what? And sometimes, do you know that feeling that yes, we would love to play, but that game is now too stressy or too big, and I just want something stupid for the evening, or you know.
Yeah. I really kind of realized it when I was playing Ghost of Tsushima, because you have to really you have to have good reflexes for that game. And one Friday I was really tired and I started it, and it was in a new region. And of course, new region means there are much tougher enemies. And I was like, hey, I beat everyone back there. No problem. Get to a guy, get killed. And like 5 seconds later I was like, what?
Did you play Sekiro?
No. It's probably the same with that, right?
I haven't played it yet,
Oh.
but I'm carefully interested in From Software games. The problem is that you really have to invest.
Yeah, I think so too.
And yes, in my situation I cannot invest that much, but I think a couple of their games are really interesting, have an amazing atmosphere. Let's see what they would do with Elden Ring. I think at the moment a lot of people are working to see, are looking forward to see more of that game.
I still have Dark Souls 2 laying around for PS3 because it was like really cheap. Yeah, didn't touch it yet. But it's probably pretty good.
Do you have to finish a game when you started it?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah?
Even when it's bad, yeah.
Even when it's bad, okay.
Yeah. I think the only game I didn't start and finish yet, which I'm really struggling with, is actually Fallout New Vegas, because it's quite buggy.
Oh, okay.
And also the last save game I have, it's an infinite loading screen when I try to start it. And that's... I tried it twice, I think, to go back to it and play it. But when I see the loading screen and it doesn't continue, I just delete it again.
Yeah, that's not... That can destroy something. I'm in almost the same situation at the moment in a game where I have a target point I have to speak to, and I cannot, because there is not that action sign. Now speak. No, it's not possible, and I hope they will fix it somehow. And because I think I'm at 80% with the story also. Maybe more. You can customize the difficulty a lot in Tropico, so there is a lot of possibilities to slowly progress from, and I just want to build a nice island mode to everyone. Even HSF wants to hate me mode. Yeah, usually I start games in normal mode, because most of the time it is that mode where I can say, okay, do not have to invest that much, and I get progress in that little time I have, and I don't feel too weak because I didn't choose easy. But in that game I would definitely choose easy first, only to figure out how the mechanics are. But what I must say is that the controllings with the gamepad, with the controller, whether Switch or the Xbox controller, is really good.
Yeah, I think so too. They really worked out the radial menu for controllers.
That's really good, and never imagined when the time I before I started working here, didn't imagine that a game like this would work
me
on a
too,
console,
actually.
yeah.
But that's really something nice that we have also in our other games, a lot of stuff to customize in regards to difficulty. I think a good example once again would be Port Royal, as you can customize a lot of the stuff that how much you want to kind of have it automated, basically. On the easy customization or easier difficulties, you can set everything to auto. You just click an island or a city, a town, and then everything will be delivered. And on the higher difficulties, you can even like set the prices yourself, I think.
Yes, at the beginning it's very good to set your when you set up a trading route, also to set everything to automatic, and later you can say I will only that they will buy that if the price is, and that is very good. Yeah.
Okay, we have a new main quest. We can. Oh, we are almost finished actually. We have already 85 for penultimo, so
That's good.
yeah.
We only have 8 minutes
Oh.
left. Let's say 9. I think we started 2 minutes later. Penultimo. A man of my taste.
Yeah. Penultimo Rising, nice little reference. Library, yeah.
We need Tropico 7. No. It's not long ago we released here this add-on, Caribbean Skies. Oh, there was the German Developers Prize. And we were Tropico. This Tropico series was nominated, and I made a video for that, and it wasn't shown.
Whoa.
Because maybe it was the reason we didn't win. I don't know, but for one glimpse of a second, you could hear my voice in that clip. I said, "Come on! I spent a lot of." No, not a lot of time because it was a really stressy thing, so it had to go fast. But
it was a lot of effort.
Maybe I can release that video here on Calypso Live pretty soon.
Not the kind that accidentally reduces the size of the work.
You have to see that. That was a nice one. I sent you a still, I think, or some.
Yeah, I think I also watched it.
Okay.
It was saved somewhere in a folder that was also accessible for us, I think, or for everyone.
And I did that video here, in this very studio. With this very camera.
Seems so long ago.
yeah, that's right.
Mayor, do you go boating regularly?
Six months left. 5.
Mayor, I have a
probably he will do another raid or need something. Then until we are finished.
Hurry up, Wlad. Time is ticking.
Well, I must say you did.
Yes, 2 clocks are ticking. The clock that ends our working day.
Okay.
Mayor, my friend.
Study show that
Oh, that's
recycling.
okay. How much time do we have?
Oh, how much time do you need?
Well, I was just wondering, in 5 minutes or so, maybe we can actually finish it.
Okay.
That would be like great timing, I
yeah,
think.
try. Did you play some VR games?
I don't know if I can say I played them, more like I tried them.
Okay, yeah.
I never played them like a lot. I also don't have VR set.
I think in that case, or in that I told you about Space-Based Utopia, when I got down to the bottom and could entrance the rooms. I think especially in such a world, you created a world and then you have the chance to walk inside of it. That would be very satisfying, I think.
Yeah.
May I...
You put the Earth first, and now everyone.
That's why Minecraft VR looks so promising. Oh, I don't like the look of Minecraft. That's not... Every time I see Minecraft stuff, no, it's really like two of the same magnets, you know? That,
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
yeah.
Well, but you can be very creative in Minecraft.
No, I don't like the look. Again, it's not my game.
Mayor, do you go boating regularly?
That bites it a little bit because earlier I said I love pixel art games, but there is a border where it's pixel art I like, and then there is this briggy thing. I don't know. No, I would not try Minecraft VR.
A listener wrote in asking, how do I know if my neighbor is a spy? The palace responds, take no chances. Spy on everyone.
Mayor, I have it.
So there is the Oculus Quest 2
Hmm.
that is out in several countries. But you need a Facebook account to
That's
to
right,
play with
yeah.
it, and that's for, I don't know. Okay, it's their product, but okay, you need a Microsoft account to play Xbox.
Yeah, but yeah.
It doesn't hurt you if you open up an account on Facebook and you're not doing anything. It's just for, you don't need to post any informations about you or pictures. It's just the account. And
But I mean, when you create an account, don't you have to put in a lot of information?
I can't remember. I'm on Facebook since 2008 or so. So for me, it is not a problem. I have an account, but I can understand if there are some people that say, I don't need a Facebook account. Why? And so, nah.
I know someone who, I think actually,
I have a task.
no, that was something else. But he deleted his account like twice or 3 times until he just didn't create one anymore. But yeah, he was always like, that's so you get all your information out and everything. But I mean, when you go to WhatsApp or anything like that, there are a lot of things where you have to give all your information or a lot of your information. So
The problem is if you have something dangerous to hide that could harm you in a way, then okay,
that
but
can be everywhere. But
I have not a problem, and the thing with personalized commercials, I like that because I'm getting
not always.
they're showing me stuff that I'm interested in. So back in the days when I watched TV, there was a commercial break. There was nothing I was interested in. It was really disturbing. And now they know that I like camera gear and stuff. I always got camera-related commercials. And hey, cool, that's nice and that's good. So imagine back in the days you're watching TV and there are the commercials like Saturday morning were only toys. Saturday mornings commercials were the best. I loved them with all that cool toys. But as soon as they start to show, I don't know, commercial about creams and shower the stuff, and then okay, now I'm done.
Stay tuned for Canal Uno's meteorological report. Hoy hace caliente.
Well, I think Pan misread my...
Yes.
If a service does not cost you anything, then you are the product. Yeah, that's right.
So have you played something in VR?
I knew you'd come.
Nope. Never. There was not that game. So maybe I would love to try Squadrons in VR. That would be awesome. Or a racing game. But I have not the platform to play anything in VR. Xbox doesn't support that. You can buy an Oculus Quest 2, which is much better than the first one, but to play the really cool games, you need a strong PC. So it's not just like buying the Oculus Quest 2 and believe that you have the Holy Grail.
Okay, no, that should be it. They have only to return. And I think we are done.
Yeah, that's good.
Mayor, do you go boating? Mayor, I have a
Always reminds me of vacation.
Presidente, the pineapple has found it. You can do this. Presidente, I am back.
Ah, okay, now there's one last thing. Windham will attack us. So I think the attack is actually not that huge. Just to be sure.
Oh, Vlad. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, Caribbean Skies, our latest add-on for Tropico 6. You can get it via Steam or our Calypso store, and for sure for the consoles as well, Xbox and PlayStation. My long hours, I actually don't have, so man, I think I'm in a minus at the moment, but but that's you know, everyone knows that it's about a private situation. So everything fine, but I try to work harder in the next 2 weeks, I guess.
An official statement from the palace says there is nothing to be alarmed about. The sense of growing dread is perfectly normal.
What?
The citizens are demanding elections.
My Tropicans, my people, my children. Your prosperity is my honor. Your solidarity is my faith, and I gracefully accept your love. You are my Tropico. And what of my people? I feel your pain when your walls
Only 200 days left until the attack.
who have roofs. But soon, roofs for all. And
I mean, I would be ready now, but
He can come.
yeah.
God shall not forsake our beautiful shores. Our spiritual friends guarantee this, for which we owe them.
Slow down, take your time.
It is you, my friends.
Cup of tea. Would love to have a cup of tea now. When it's about time, take your time. Take a cup of tea. Would love to have a cup of tea. Maybe.
Why not?
Yes, I have to fetch my daughters from a relative, and then quickly bring them to bed, and yes, then maybe I will make myself a cup of tea. Do you drink more tea or coffee, or?
No, I don't drink coffee, so I drink more tea.
I drink, the max is 2 cups of coffee a day, but with a lot of milk. I don't need it to
Be strong.
be strong, to activate myself. I don't need it for that, but I like the taste with that warm coffee with a lot of milk that gives me a good feel. That's it. And yeah, you can count on 2 hands how many cups of tea I drink per year. That's good. Only vodka is just not good. Der Siegwart. You could build some defense towers, he means. Don't we have enough?
We killed the first wave. Oh, the second wave already arrives. Ah, okay. We did it.
We did it!
Yeah.
That's amazing. 2 great guests in a row that did their missions in time.
Well, it took a couple of minutes longer, but it's still...
Oh, okay, come on. Snowford drinks tea every day, sometimes more than 2 liters. We did it, yeah.
Let's blow something up! Yeah! Nice job,
Let's you up.
press. Going out in the blaze of fire.
Old windbag.
Debris. That's the way to go!
Sorry to interrupt your little tea party, Presidente. Surprised to hear from me. I'm sure you're so terribly proud of yourself.
Time machine.
Yes.
You think you won? Huh? Don't make me laugh. This is not over. Far from it. You have made yourself a terrible enemy, Presidente. I will
It
not
looks like playing Tropico is your job.
Oh dear.
One could think that, yeah.
Case in point, that shiny gold car with all the technology in it looks important. Whoops, my hand slipped. This is just the beginning.
I'm sure the good citizens.
So it ends on a cliffhanger.
But you have done it, Presidente.
But that's it for today. I would
That's
say.
it for today. So no transition, just a hard cut next time. Okay, thanks Vlad for being here, showing our viewers another mission of the Tropico 6 DLC Caribbean Skies. You can get it via Steam, via our Calypso store, and also for PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One family. Yeah, it's really a huge game. You get a lot for your money here. So that's all for today. Next week it looks like we have Warhammer 40k Mechanicus stream with some friends from Casino Games and me myself. I have to prepare for that because I haven't played it yet, and but I think it's gonna be a really funny experiment, a really funny thing. Also, don't forget our German stream, the last Wednesday every month. We are starting this month with it. I don't know the game yet. Maybe Space Base. I don't know, because we're heading closer to the release of this game. Then stay healthy, have a good time, and yeah, until next time, bye.
Bye.